Hey, good people, how y'all doing? Welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm going to be giving you all my review on The Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 7, Episode 13. I am almost at 300 subscribers, and I would greatly appreciate it if you guys would hit that subscribe button. If you could also hit the like button and most definitely drop a comment. I want to know what you guys feel about this episode because, to be honest with you all, I couldn't make out anything. Like, I'm totally confused by why these people are fighting with one another. I'm lost. So if you guys can point me in the right direction, I would appreciate it. I don't understand why Giselle and Robin are so pressed to see Charisse and Karen go at one another. It is clear and evident that Karen does not want to have anything to do with Charisse, and if she doesn't want to be bothered with Charisse, she is well within her right not to be bothered by this woman. Like, why? Also, why did Charisse post a video of Karen when she knows that Karen don't mess with her? And if you thought that it was going to make Karen look bad or Karen was going to feel a certain type of way about it, again, why would you post that picture? It is to me screaming, I want to be in your face. I want to start some mess with you. That's what Charisse is giving off to me. I personally really feel like Charisse is pressed because she's not the Grand Dame. That's a title that Robin associated with Charisse having. There's nothing to me about Charisse that screams Grand Dame, and I think that that is her issue with Karen. She's jealous of Karen. Karen has what Charisse wants. Yes, Charisse got a big payout when she got divorced from her former husband, Eddie Jordan, but let's be real. The woman seems like she wants to be in a relationship, a long-term relationship. She wants to be married. She wants to be the it girl. She's the one who brought all of these women together for there to even be a Potomac cast. And now for the last, 7 years, she's seen Karen come from behind her and be the it girl. And we as the fans, we love Karen. Compared to Charisse, I just think Charisse needs to let it go. I don't think that she needs to come back on any more seasons. The problem that I have with people like Charisse, Giselle, Robin to a certain extent, they have not really opened themselves up, more so Charisse and Giselle, to who they are. Like, we don't know much about them, right? We know Giselle was married to Jamal Bryant. They have 3 children. He cheated on her. We know that. We know Charisse was married to Eddie Jordan. I don't even know how many kids she has. She was rebuilding her life by the time Potomac started. Aside from that, what else do we know about these women? Nothing. So if you're not going to bring anything to the table and you're going to try to make one of your castmates your storyline, I don't think you need to be on the show. I just don't. Ashley and Michael, this up and down relationship that they have going on, I'm over it. As far as I'm concerned, Ashley still wants to be with Michael. Who knows what Michael wants? I think Michael wants to be with Ashley, but he also wants to be with everybody else. And that does not work for her anymore, which is why she has decided she wants to divorce him. But girl, like Giselle said, I have to agree with her, even though I don't like Giselle at all. You have us on an emotional roller coaster. I'm gonna need you to get it together or just keep your mouth shut about it until you have it figured out, okay? Robin and Juan getting married, I just don't think it's gonna happen, you guys. I don't understand how much planning you need to do when it's just going to be you, your husband, and your 2 sons. Now, I understand you want everybody to look nice for picture's sake. That's fine. Maybe you plan some type of excursion for wherever the location of the wedding is going to be. But aside from that, like, what all are you doing? You're not planning an actual wedding where you're inviting people. So it should be very simple. I think Robin is making it out to be more than what it is because, quite frankly, I don't really think that she's 100% comfortable getting married. I don't care what the prenup says. I just don't believe it. I don't really understand what the situation is going on with Mia and Jacqueline. I am so lost and confused about this one. When Mia was speaking with G about how she was feeling in regards to her relationship with Jacqueline, she kind of alluded to the fact that Jacqueline uses Mia to do everything for her, like watch her children. It's almost as if Jacqueline expects Mia to take care of her because when Mia was younger, Mia lived with Jacqueline and her mother. They took her in and took care of her. So it's almost as if Jacqueline is looking for Mia to do the same now that they are adults. If that is the case, I don't know. You can't do that. When you do something nice for a person, the intent should be because you just want to help that person out or you just want to do that for that person. person, not because you expect something in return. So again, if that is the case between Mia and Jacqueline, I don't know. Jacqueline can't hold that over her head. I think it's also interesting that Mia would have the nerve to sit there and talk about Jacqueline sleeping with married men when Mia knew that G was married and she still decided to sleep with him and pursue a whole relationship. I just don't understand the hypocrisy sometimes with these women. It's really crazy. Mia is saying that when she and Jacqueline were at Karen's event, Jacqueline's sister, who happens to be Mia's nanny, called and was like, she can't find Jacqueline's children. So that was confusing right then and there, because was Jacqueline's children supposed to be at Mia's house and the nanny was supposed to watch all of the kids and Jacqueline never showed up? Did she lose the kids somehow in the house? Like, what is going on? I'm so confused by that story. So Mia says Jacqueline is right here, talk to her, which was confusing as well, because if this is Jacqueline's sister, why wouldn't she just pick up the phone and call Jacqueline, right? Just doesn't make sense. Apparently, according to Mia, Jacqueline got upset that Mia told her sister, the nanny, to speak to Mia. Why is Jacqueline getting upset about that? Nothing Mia is saying about this fight, nothing Jacqueline is saying about this fight makes any sense. Jacqueline says that Mia felt as if she did not effectively communicate with her sister, and she says that Mia is being controlling Mia and wanted to say what Jacqueline was and wasn't doing right. Again, I don't understand. There's a point where Jacqueline says to Mia, I'm not sleeping with your husband. And that was just completely out of left field. Like, they weren't even talking anything about Gordon. There was no reason to even say that. So I'm going to need clarification from Jacqueline as to what she's talking about in that particular scene. Did we miss something with production? Was there a clip that they did not include in the episode? I don't know, but I just thought it was strange for her out of nowhere to bring up Gordon. Mia and Jacqueline fighting at Ashley's little birthday party was really sad to see, honestly, because these two are supposed to be best friends. It's clear that Jacqueline was really upset by whatever they have going on, and it's also clear that Mia could care less. And for her to just sit there and not acknowledge, not try to console, not try to help fix the situation, or at least calm her down, is beyond my level of comprehension. The fact that it was actually Candace and Wendy who were there to console and talk to Jacqueline is crazy, because those are two of Mia's worst enemies on the show. And here they are consoling her best friend, and not in a way to try to get at Mia, but because they saw how upset this woman actually was. This fight between Karen and Charisse, it is crazy. I thought I had some type of understanding as to why Karen doesn't mess with Charisse, but I think it's a lot more deeper than even what I initially suspected. I thought Karen didn't mess with Charisse because Charisse alleged that Karen had a relationship with someone else. We hear Giselle on the show saying something like, is Karen upset because Charisse slept with one of her ex-men? I'm confused. Like, I don't know what's going on between these two. It seems a lot more deeper than even what Giselle is saying. This looks like to me years worth of a breakdown in their relationship. Also, Karen is a very smart woman. I think that she just, in this scene, to me, she played right into the hands of Giselle and Robin. This is what they wanted to see. They wanted to see Karen react the way that she reacted towards Charisse, and they got what they were looking for. I think when Karen goes back and watches the episode, she's obviously not going to be proud of herself. She mentions the fact that Charisse was talking about her mother through their back and forth with one another. I didn't hear Charisse say anything about Karen's mother. What I heard Charisse say is that when my father died, you weren't there. When I got a divorce, you weren't there. But when things happened to people in your family, and I'm paraphrasing, of course, I drove to come and be there with you. Karen said to her, well, you know what? I sent you a text. That's all that I could give you, which was crazy to me. But she said, that's what I did. And so there's that. I thought it was hilarious when Giselle tried to insert herself into the fight and Karen pointed at her and said, calm down. And Giselle said not a mumbling word. I thought that was hilarious. I also thought it was funny when Karen said, excuse me, nobody has talked about you in years. And don't question my womanhood. I said, okay, Miss Karen, Let her know, girl. That was funny to me. That's all I got during this episode, guys. Just a whole bunch of confusion. I probably said that word like 30 times already, and this is not even a long video. But yeah, that's all I got. Y'all let me know what y'all think about each of these fights. Sharice and Karen, Mia and Jacqueline. What do y'all think is going on? Clearly, Jacqueline is upset. And I also felt bad for her because I'm like, Dad, here she is having a falling out with Mia, and she has not really formed any relationships with any of the other women in the group. So for a moment, I was really thinking early on in the episode that she was going to be finding herself more so by herself than anything else. If it hadn't been for Candace and Wendy coming and trying to console her, I think she would really be on the island all by herself. It's clear that Giselle and Robin have zero interest in being her friend or even trying to see her side of things. Karen probably doesn't want to ruffle any more of Mia's feathers than what she has already done. Ashley, I don't know. Ashley was sitting there quiet. So who else would Jacqueline have to kind of talk to and hang out with? Candace does reveal in her confessional that although they did get off to a rocky start, she actually really does like Jacqueline, so that's nice. But yeah, I felt really bad for Jacqueline during this episode. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what the issue is in their friendship. I know a lot of us thought maybe it was the Gordon aspect. I don't even think it's him. I really don't know. Maybe Mia is upset that Jacqueline is on the show and perhaps she's likable to some of the other ladies, and Mia has an issue with that. I did see an interview that another YouTuber did with Jacqueline, and Jacqueline was saying that one of the other castmates actually invited her on the show. It wasn't Mia. So could it be that Mia feels like Jacqueline is going to replace her with the rest of the women? So she's trying to give her a hard time. I'm speculating. I don't even think that that's what it is. I'm just trying to figure it out because this is crazy to me. But anywho, guys, let me know what y'all thought. Drop a comment. Definitely hit that like button. And if you can find it in your heart to do so, please subscribe to my channel. I love doing these reviews and watching these shows. So I greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye-bye.